What's up, YouTube? It's John here, and excuse my voice a little bit. Still a little sick, but as you can see, I unfortunately took a loss to Javi. I did not give him BTA. My team just underperformed, man. It's sad. The Bengals just sucked. Debo sold me, tough week, but now we're on to Rohanji. It's easily a must-win game, and we're definitely bouncing back. And as for this league, I got my first dub in this league. Granted, dude only scored 76 points and he's 0-3, so you might say that's Mickey, but a win is a win, so happy to get a win. Then this league, I'm actually 3-0, so wowzers, I'll take being 3-0, Even though if we look, this dude started Burrow and he had CD Lamb, bro. He literally could have beat me if he put in, actual quarterback that wasn't hurt, and if CD didn't get hurt. But we move. But what everybody is here for, the John Hunter power rankings full list this time. And number one, he's regaining the throne that he had just joshing the Bills football lover. Yeah, his team went nuts. When you have a running back core all scoring 20 plus points, he didn't even need his wide receivers to do good, or Bowers. Obviously, Allen's going to cook, but yeah, imagine all of them on their best day. That's easily 150 plus. And he's projected 130, so just goes to show you, man. He's scoring at a high level and only has one loss, so definitely excited to, see where he keeps it going. And in second place, we got Bryson, who took one of the biggest fluke losses I've ever seen. Literally lost to a dude that didn't have a starting quarterback in that was, healthy. Yeah, he lost to Jaden, who literally started Jaden Daniels. But hey, man, it happens to the best of us. But I still think he's a top 2 team. I'm not gonna take that loss against him. But number 3, we got Javi still, who bounced back against me, sadly. Yeah, Javi's team's legit. Obviously they took a big loss losing Lamb, but he has the wide receiver depth to, survive. And his running back core is legit, Mason, who was a sleeper pick in the late rounds that I told him to draft, is definitely going to be helpful. And yeah, he's got a good team, solid roster, and bench. So, and number 4, the team that has underperformed the most, in my opinion, this year, Brady. He had the least amount of points, as I showed you, yet has one of the best rosters. It doesn't make sense. And as you can see, he's scored low points in each game, but he's projected like 120 every time. So it's like, what's the problem? He has good running back depth, especially with James Conner out. Trey Benson's going to cook for sure. He's got, Indiana Jones. Obviously, he's going to be good, good wide receiver depth, good tight end. So it's like, what's the issue? His bench is full of good guys with upside. BTJ on the bench, though, that's crazy, Biggest letdown in fantasy, probably. But, yeah, I think his team's going to go off eventually. I think it's going to be annoying because whoever does play him when he goes off, they're going to be so mad because it's like, why me? I'm having a feeling it's going to be against Trey because he's 0-3. But, yeah, Brady, he has a great team. It just hasn't performed well. So I'm going to still put him top 4 for now. Then in 5th place, I got the quiet, silent assassin over here, Boto Banga. I don't think he said a word all season in chat, but hey man, he doesn't have to talk when his defense is scoring 32 points and his team scored how much? 170. Wow, wowzers. Yeah, that's how you make noise. I mean, it might be a little Mickey, but hey, his team's not bad. He has a great starting lineup. I don't like Ramondre. I think he's kind of trash, but besides him, he's a solid team. And Rashee Rice, when he comes back after week 6, that's going to make his team really good, at least the starting lineup wise. So I'll put him in a top 5 for now. He's leading in his division based off points. Then in 6th place, got AJ. Yeah, he just has a solid team. Just a middle of the pack, team at 2-1. Not too much to say, but I mean, yeah, he's on a 2-game winning streak. I think his team is solid, not anything crazy, but yeah, I'll just put him at 6 for right now. Then in 7th place, yours truly, Ohio Nappy Boys. I think probably this is the second most underperforming team besides Brady. I think our potential, if the Bengals offense had Burrow, we would be way better. But it doesn't matter, we drafted solid. We still got a good running back core, still got good receiving core. I'm very excited for Chris Godwin's debut against the Eagles. The Bucs already own the Eagles, so that's gonna, help. But with Evans' injury, Godwin, he's gonna be the alpha again. I believe that he's gonna go right back where he left off. This dude was literally almost wide receiver 1, with how good he was playing last year. And I don't think that's just gonna go away because of injury. Like, I think he's, got enough time to heal, and he's gonna come back and take over that number 1 spot. Obviously, Emeka, he's been solid. He's been very good, but I think it's still Godwin's time. So I'm excited. But anyways, in 8th place, we got Rohanji. He's literally only in 8th because of freaking his 2 wins. At some point, it's like, can you even call it a fluke anymore, or is it actually just him, He's beaten Brady and Javi now, 2 teams I rank highly top 5. And now he's playing me, so if he beats me, which he isn't, he might have to be in top 5 talks, because that's a generational run. But I think his run's ending with me. Your team's projected 105. It's kind of hard to take you serious. But anyways, number 9, we got Reese. Don't have too much to say. He's got a solid team, just hasn't really produced as much as obviously he's wanted. And then number 10, the only 0-3 team. He literally doesn't even have the worst team here, but that's why he's 10th. But just unfortunate luck, he's lost to 2 teams I have in the top 5, and then he's lost to me, who obviously will be in the top 5 in the future. I just got to get some more wins, but he's only losing to good teams, man. I think Trey he'll be good. He's just got to get better luck. As you see, he's definitely not. He hasn't been bad. I think he'll bounce back. Maybe against Brady, who knows? But yeah. Then in 11th, Elijah. Don't have too much to say. I think his team just is kind of underperformed. He's got some good guys on this team, though. Gene T is not him, but yeah. And then lastly, I got Jaden. Not too much to say here. His team's just injured, and Pacheco in your starting lineup. Enough said. But yeah, those are my ratings, guys. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, peace. BTA Rahanji. I go to war with
Shit, nigga, I got shooters. If it needs to get embarrassed, nigga.